I wasn't prepared for how quick that intro would be. I don't know if anybody's even watching, what any of that means. This is my first ever live stream. Never done anything like this before. I'm Michael, and this is Unknown Treasures, which is a show that I'm going to be doing infrequently whenever I can be bothered. And it's just where well, first of all, I'm Michael, and you might know me from stuff I've done online or some of my bands because I'm a music fan. I'm a musician. I'm from Glasgow. I've done a couple of bands called Slime City, We Are the Physics. I do some solo stuff. You might know me from, I did a video of the Slade song Merry Christmas Everybody, and it just loops the first line. You might not know me at all. None of that really matters. I think that's just maybe a little bit of background before I get to the point of this, which is this is a show in which I am going to spin a vinyl that I have got, a new vinyl that I've found. But the caveat is it's got to be a vinyl that I have found in a charity shop or a vintage shop. And it's got to be one of those ones that you find and you pick it out and it's like a person you've never heard of before, and you're like, where did that even come from? Why does this even exist? And why have I never heard of it? And I think this is just literally an opportunity for me to play it, and you're welcome to listen to it with me. But if you are at all interested, I think once this is on YouTube, I put the place that I found it. So it's usually a charity shop. The one that we're playing tonight is what I found on Shelter. So if you want to donate to them, good cause. They already got my 99 pence. You might as well match it. So I think there'll be a link in the comment or the description on YouTube. Again, don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a streamer. So any feedback is welcome. I see there's like messages and stuff. Am I supposed to talk to that? Am I supposed to reply? I'm a ninja. This person is pissed, which is American for angry. And I think that's what they mean. For this time of evening, which I think is a great way to spell evening. Is that what you're meant to do? I don't know. I've never streamed before. So I'm also not a vinyl purist type guy. So if you are a vinyl purist or any like obscure records, it's probably not the place. I'm not a genre snob. I'm not an era snob. I like all kinds of music. I've just picked a record and I thought, I've never heard this. Let's listen to it. And I guess there's a kind of why, and I think, well, number one, I just want to listen to stuff I've not heard before, but number two, and I heard this, I was at a lecture last night with Professor David Wilson, and that was me doing a Scottish accent, even though I'm Scottish. So Professor David Wilson, a criminologist from television shows, TVs, Professor David Wilson, and he was talking about murder, as you do. And I'm relating this to music, and so much as that, I think he said, history isn't just the stuff that you remember. History is also the stuff that you don't remember. So the stuff that's forgotten to time, that also makes up history as much. It's easy to say, oh, in the 60s, these were the bands. In the 70s, these were the bands or the music that was popular. Or here's some really great stuff. But there was also a lot of other stuff that was either overlooked, forgotten, shite, great, but just didn't work. And as a musician with a lot of failures under my belt, I feel like maybe I'm becoming a bit of history, so forgotten history. So I think it's important to just revisit these people. Like I think maybe 2050 or something, some wee guy will be in a charity shop and he'll dig out one of my records and be like, "Who the fuck is these guys, man? They're shite." And that's the hope. That's the dream. So we can but hope. Again, don't know how to stream, so if you've got any tips, let me know. Some people in the chats here, Eels says that his or her or their body is ready, full stop. Very final there with the period. I like that. Good punctuation. Yes, the Professor David Wilson. You know him, T. Donnelly. Famous criminologist. That's all I know. So I guess we should just talk about what the record is then. So the first record of my first ever show, and by the way, thanks for everybody for joining. That's really nice. Yous won't last an hour. This will be the first and last time you see this, but I appreciate it. Thanks for not leaving yet. I am tracking you, so if you do leave. So the first record I'm going to play on this show is, don't leave, it is Peter Morrison, Songs Are For Singing. Have you ever heard this? I've never heard this. Look at him there. Look at his wee face. That's a look, isn't it? Like he's dressed like Kraftwerk going to a dinner party. That's fantastic. And just imagine this, like I'm in a charity shop and I'm looking through the basket, and then this just appears, staring into my very soul. The blue eyes of Morrison himself. And I thought, what is this record? Pulled it out. Songs Are For Singing. But you know what really kind of intrigued me about this? It's the design choice here of Songs Are For Singing. Why would you put the R there? Why wouldn't you just put the R next to for? Why would you put it that close to the edge so that it hangs over the... That doesn't make sense. Look at that little gap between R and edge. Look at it and I kind of... Oh, God, fuck, how'd you do this? That doesn't make sense. I guess it lines up with Decca. He was on Decca. Decca. So, right, Decca, this guy walking down the halls of Decca, Peter here. Decca, like the Beatles went to get signed for Decca and they said no, didn't they? So they were like, no, the Beatles, fuck them. Morrison, he's the one. That's the lad that we want to release a record for. So yeah, Peter Morrison, never heard it, don't know the boy. Apologies to Peter. I'm sure he's listening. And what I'd like to do is just kind of look at the back a little bit. Just usually in some of these records there's a big fucking essay, so I'll read some of that. Just get a little bit of background before we listen to it. So again, I've never heard this. I've never even looked at it. I don't know if the record is going to even be in condition to play. I don't know. I wouldn't even know if it was or wasn't. I'll just blow on it and hope for the best. So Peter Morrison, Songs Are For Singing, and these are arrangements and orchestra conducted by Max Harris. You know Max Harris, yeah. Obviously, I don't know his brother. Yeah, so I don't. What year is this? What year do you think this is? A man of Peter Morrison's facial aesthetic. What would you say? I am going to go early 70s, maybe early 70s. Oh fuck! It's signed. It's signed. Me, with love and best wishes, Peter Morrison XXX. He's firing in, that lad. Nice work, Peter. So this is signed. This is probably worth a couple of D or shillings or whatever it was. I don't know what it is. Nice. And there's a little one here. It says with love, with love, Peggy O'Coyle. Maybe this is who it was for. And Peggy, if you're listening, I've got your record. Although, given that I found it in a charity shop, maybe you have perished. So R.I.P. Peggy. I'll keep it light, right? So what year was this made? 1976. 1976. Your lad looking like this in 1976. That's near the start of punk. And maybe this is why we haven't heard of Peter Morrison. This is like punk's conception. Peter's kicking about. Right, I see it. I understand it a bit now. Right, okay. So let's maybe just read a bit of this essay in the back. Songs Are For Singing. This is really Peter Morrison's musical credo. Credo? Big word for a first sentence, Peter. That's bold. Provided they're good songs and suit his range and style of singing, he sees no reason why they can't come from every possible source. He sees no reason why. Provided they're good songs and suit his range and style of singing. Provided they're good and suit his range and style of singing. Like, he's no singing any shite. Just provided they're good and suit his range and style. I mean, that's quite limiting, actually. Like, maybe he's really diverse, but he sees no reason. There's no reason. There's fucking no reason why they can't come from every possible. So what does that mean? Like his throat and his arse? On his initial album for Decca, so this is at least his second album for Decca. On his initial album for Decca, Scotland, Alden, you. Oh, he's Scottish. That makes a lot of sense. He's Scottish. I knew I liked him. Didn't know, I wasn't sure what it was, but that's it. He's got that little glint in his eye. Peter Morrison. Peter Morrison. Wonder what school he went to. Right, I went. Like, it was like 10 minutes in, and I've went sectarian. It wasn't sectarianism. It was just bigotry. Yeah, we don't know what school he went to. Peter Morrison. On his initial album for Decca, Scotland, Alden New, he clearly demonstrated that although he sings Scotland's traditional and classic pieces with all the technical ability and skill of an outstanding trained baritone, nevertheless he enjoys just as much singing Scotland's songs of today. Well, what were Scotland's songs of today in 1976? Skids? No. Well, the Bay City Rollers? The Rollers, that makes sense. We don't know. He looks like he could be the Rollers era. We don't know for sure unless we check his trousers to see the length. But that makes sense. Is he singing Rollers songs? I doubt it. S-A-T S-O-N-G-S are for singing tonight. Shut the fuck up. Right. Where are we? So, and on this second album, I think I did this. No, on this is second. So this is his second album. He takes his musical beliefs a stage further. Beliefs. It's quite religious, because on side one of the record, he again gives his unique mixture of Scots, old and new. But on side two, he introduces us to the songs which are in increasing demand at his concerts, theatre dates, on his television shows, and for his radio broadcasts. On yourself, Peter. Fucking hell. He's everywhere, this lad. The songs come from sources different as New York's Theatreland, Paris Cabaret, plus sophisticated modern recording ballads like If and Solitaire, then ending with the dramatic spiritual style Lucky Old Sun. This is going to be good. Songs are for singing, every type of song, and Peter Morrison has the mature, attractive sounding voice and consequent popularity to justify the claim. I'm buying into Morrison here. I don't know if you're into this, but it's got a little quote and it says, even though I am Scots and even though all my music studies were in Scotland, he says, I don't see why I can't entertain. I don't know why I'm giving him an attitude. I'll give him a Scottish. I don't see why I can't entertain the people with music as varied as Bach, Robert Burns, Lerner and Lowe, and David Gates. David Gates? Pop idol? Oh, my love. Gareth Gates. People like variety if the music itself is good. If Frank Sinatra can sing L'Amour, blah, 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 blah. I'm bored of this, Peter. I'm sorry. You're just moaning. I know I was classically trained, and this has influenced my style and also probably the sound of my voice and such things as breathing and control. But really, it doesn't inhibit me from enjoying singing the popular songs, which are also popular with my audiences. Really labouring the popularity bit here. And what is popular? What is popular can have very varied origins. Whoever, for instance, could have forecast the success of Amazing Grace? A hymn. Is this going to be a holy album? Oh, for Jesus and not Mary, because he went to a different school. But it's musically so strong that it can be interpreted in many different ways, and its melody is extremely beautiful. I think, to sum it up, Peter, I just enjoy singing and singing any good songs I can lay my hands on, or rather my voice to. The people seem to appreciate what I do, which makes me doubly happy. Doubly happy, this guy. No one could argue with that, with his last statement. No one's going to argue with you, ever. Don't you fucking ever argue with Peter Morrison. You argue, you fucking dick, you leather, you, man. He's been on the telly and the radio. So no one could argue with his last statement. I'm not. You can argue in the chat if you want. For in 3 years, Peter has not only become the most important new star in Scotland, but has now made an impact on British audiences generally. He's generally made an impact. It's been general. That's what you want from a review. It's really general. Wow. The first time I was ever seen south of the border was on Hogmanay TV show doing only Scots songs. Fuck, I'm getting a feeling what this record's going to be. And people wrote from London saying how much they'd enjoyed them. But since then, I've done TV in England, singing American songs, and these have been just as popular. He states the case modestly. I don't know why in the back of your record you'd be like, honestly, I'm actually popular. It's like the wildest flex. In reality, Peter Morrison is a star very much in the ascendant. Up he goes, man, yes, on yourself. He's still in great demand. Maybe he is for oratorio and guest appearances as the soloist within classical choral works, and this is a part of his background he would hate to lose touch with entirely. It's a situation whereby, fucking hell, it's a situation whereby he has to reconcile the different sides of his musical personality and allocate his time accordingly. He's fucking PA to do this. But he has come to terms with the way his career has developed. Don't we all, Peter? And will now go on singing everything he believes he can sing well. Songs are a question of values, he concludes. Well, the same can be said of singers, and those audiences who are listening to Peter Morrison have decided to put him on a very high value indeed. That is, I mean, I'm psyched. Don't know about you. I'm looking forward to this then. So this is Peter Morrison. We've learned a lot about him. What I'll do is I'll put the first side on. We'll listen to the first side. We'll stop halfway through, and then what we'll do is we'll Google the cunt. We'll see what he's up to. We'll discuss it. I'll look at the chat. We'll kind of chat about these songs as it plays. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So let's see how this goes. I need to figure out how to work a record player at this point. Right. So I think I'm going to have to ride the volume. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing. I've got everything plugged into the one thing, and I don't think I can really separate them. So here's the record. Decca. Looks all right. Doesn't look scratchy. I'll do the blow. Does that do it? I don't know. For fuck's sake. So here we go. This is Songs Are For Singing by Peter Morrison. First record on the show. And I'm putting it on the turnstile, whatever it's called. And might be good, might be shite. We won't know until we play it. Start. So I think we'll probably get a bit of crackle. Let me get it. So this is going to be side 1, song 1, Crackle Crackle, Farewell My Love.
Has come for you to say farewell to me.
It's actually able to the supermarket. It's the air to it.
In this fair land where first we met so tenderly.
It is attractive. That was correct, isn't it? I honestly didn't see what James was saying. Didn't expect that voice. It's a lot more. Yeah, I didn't think It's given Molly. I feel like I should have gone a little pull on it for this.
My dearest heart,
Yeah. Oh, this is accurate. It is kind of Robert Goulet. Hooray.
When first I held you
Is this
close to me.
Is this one of today? Is this 1976? Is the punk was coming? Also a good question. Am I playing it at the right speed? Should we try it faster just in case? Can you do that halfway through? Is it allowed? Fuck it! Yeah, it's definitely the right speed. That's not right. Better though. It's smooth.
My love in dreams of paradise.
Emma says, I prefer it fast. Oh, that's the wrong one, sorry. Emma says, I prefer it fast, but this show will be done in the next week. We got another bunch of these. That's a good point. It doesn't sound that Scottish, but it looks like there will be some Scottish songs on here. Yeah, there's a song called Sing to Me the Old Scots Sangs, and Flower of Scotland, for fuck's sake. We'll get Flower of Scotland in here, so you can't get much of the Scottish thing.
My love in dreams of a
Certainly is a voice, Peter. He should be on TV and the radio and theatre. What's this one? I don't know instruments, but I know that instrument when I hear it. This is called The Skyline of Skye. So if anybody here is from Skye, tell us about the skyline.
Islands are calling me back home again, and I long for the skyline of Skye.
Does it feel very 76? We had like the sweet and shit.
Alas, he is waiting, sweet flower of the glen, beneath the beautiful skyline of Skye.
It's disappointing. We're on track 2. The accordion one comes late. There's a medal in here, so it's busted. The hanging keys
The
out.
blue mountains whisper you're foolish to go. As I sailed with the tide, something
this is
died
cheap. You can't
here
hear it.
inside.
So he's got something about him, a good Scottish boy.
Cried for the skyline of Skye.
Some flips the way at that school, didn't he?
In memory, I'm hearing the ghost of a tune that keeps haunting my heart with a sigh. It tells of our parting last
It's very melancholic though. There is something
night.
about it that's quite endearing. That's very patronising for me. So it's quite endearing. But I mean, it's not my cup of tea, really. But
The road to the
He's got a good voice.
islands comes down to the sea, and that's
Is this
where
true? So
my love
STX has said his first album's got a track called Kelvin Grove. Go find that.
And together we'll stay till the end of the day, 'neath the beautiful skyline of Skye.
It's making me want to see the beautiful skyline of Skye. I have been to Skye and I had to sleep in a teepee and I kind of I hung my shoes upside down in case spiders get in it. And Kasabian was playing in the background, not like a record, a band. So I've got miserable memories of Skye. Well, they all are, really, let's be honest. Whoa. Track 3. I knew he was going on about Amazing Grace too much. It's beautiful, actually. Actually, I can sing it. It's beautiful. I bet you fucking can as well. Let's hear it. Belt it, Peter! Big intro!
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
It's not proper Scottish unless he slips in a wee fucking...
Like fucking me. I once was lost, but now am found.
I mean, track 3 is pulling your heart out, this one. A bit much.
Was grace that taught my heart.
It's not a bad version this year. I've heard some piss versions of this. We've got drums coming in halfway through. If there's a bagpipe, perhaps to the best of us, will happen to all of us. I actually really hope to find one of my records in a charity shop. I would buy it. I think the problem is not enough people bought one to just very badly Right. Come on. Do it for the boys. It's humming it. He's went full Mathis. Nice. Great work, Peter. Is that an accordion? Sounds like one of those melodicas. So this one has a name. Track 4. Ooh. Duelist here? Duelist? What does that mean?
Meet me near at sunset when the weary day is
This now, Peter. And I'm a guy that releases almost exactly the same song 12 times, but this, Peter. What were the? I want to look up. What were the biggest songs of 1976? So, the Dancing Queen. I don't know half this shit. The Boys Are Back in Town, Bohemian Rhapsody, Don't Fear the Reaper, and Morrison. Well, Morrison's not in there, but I think what's these popular songs of 1976 he's talking about? No, I can't make out the words in this one either. I thought it was maybe Italian, but I think he's just enunciating really weird.
The yellow brood is waving
this side really is packed. You know, sometimes the wise thing to do is to top load an album, or put all your good songs up there because nobody's turning it over. Imagine what side B is going to be like. Come on, you That's a good question. Yeah, surely it will say on it. There's no kind of writing credit. I like the aesthetics of these. This is the point where this is like reading a fucking shampoo bottle in the shower. I like the aesthetics of the kind of sleevey things. Please check the wording on the label before playing this time. Track 5. I think this format might be a bad idea. No, I think it's important to hear stuff that maybe there's no other chance you could hear this except on the Hogmanay TV show. No one's from Glasgow here that's like this. Upbeat. My maiden of the golden smiles across the long and lonely. I think no name here is summed up the entire journey. I don't want to punch Peter. It's fine. Strangle him a bit. I don't mean that. I'm so sorry. I don't think you can say that. I was kidding. Peter's an avatar. I don't know anything about Peter at this moment. He's just a face on a record against a blue background. But he's got his picture taken in school. His belt. And now I hear the lilting song. This one is powerful. And so across the lonely miles I fly to kiss your golden smiles, my Mary of the sunlight. My days have seemed so long, but no, my love is true and strong. The way he says things is very kind of classical, like operatic, and true. And there's an element of Scots to that, to like roll your R's, but it's like a mouth formation, the way these things come in. So across the lonely miles I fly to kiss your golden smiles. He flies to kiss your golden smiles. Yeah. I also need to hear his wonderful voice. I am Peter Morrison. Is that me skip? Yes, Peter Morrison is indeed my father, and that's why I can legally rip into him. That's a great question. Oh, this is a medley.
I don't know what it is about the Scots, but they seem to share a quality which is not quite patriotism or nationalism, but rather an awareness of their heritage and a warmth for all things Scottish. For me, this is best expressed in the fondness for their old Scotch sangs. Like
sangs? Nobody says sangs. That was the cunt's voice. That's what you were asking, what he sounded like. There he is. Nothing like his... Oh! Yes, me. Peter Morrison here, signing off. Here's my sangs. Sangs are for singing. Don't you ever forget it. Nobody can doubt that sangs are for singing. That wasn't even on the record. That was him FaceTiming because he's heard we're doing this. Sangs are for singing. This is a medley. How did he introduce it like that? You don't get a lot of that. I maybe do this. Get a lot of ideas for this. Imagine like, hey, this is a tune. I mean, I kind of do that live. We should put it on a record. Well, this is the thing. We don't know. We don't know if he's deep. It could be. We don't know. We'll find out at half time. I'm actually proper excited. Get his phone number though. Peter Morrison at hotmail.com. Get added.
Still, my dear, till all the seas gone dry.
Wonderful, Peter. Do you know he's been on the telly, the radio, stage? He sings all the songs from New York to Paris. Feels like they recorded it in one day, just the same lads. I guess it's an orchestra in it. You couldn't make them go home and then come back. It's a lot of packing up. He's still gone. Is this?
When I'm lonely, dear,
certainly does make me feel a lot of feelings.
Dark the night or wild the sea.
Do you get that kind of vibe? It's in real time, and by 6 songs deep, he's like, right, sing you the old songs, son. No, I don't want to know this yet. This is probably true, but I'm going to Google them. I don't want to know nothing until we get to the half time. Scottish songs are shite, aren't they? You've got some good ones, but what a poor selection of Scots ones. There was like a mosh pit. Tilts all over the place. Yes! Here we go! The Daft Punk remix. Been waiting for a skip.
The songs my father would hear, the songs my mother sung, as she sat beside my grave, or
Groomed me on her knee.
And now on asleep she sang so sweet, the such signs came he, and alone asleep she sang so sweet.
It's very much Howard's way feeling this. It's kind of like well, this is the concern. I mean, I'm not suggesting that, but you never know. You never know at this point. If I'm searching his Wikipedia, like, please don't be controversies. Please don't be controversies. Does he have a Wikipedia? This is the thing. So, track 7, Flower of Scotland. I may have to stand up and salute. I'm no gonna. This song's about a flower and it's Scottish. When he performed live, do you think he brought the orchestra? There he is.
When will we see your like again? That fought and died for your wee bit hill and glen, and stood against him. Proud Edward's army, and sent him homeward to think again.
It's the least rousing rendition of this song I've ever heard. It's quite a good song if you sing it just a little bit faster, Peter. Maybe it'll speed up. No. How did he pronounce stood? I missed that. Stood.
For land that is lost now, which once was dearly held and stood against him. Proud Edward's army.
This is a really good point.
And sent him
This is a real. I'm looking at the time thinking I'm only doing this till 10. We're never going to get the other side in. We might have to show it to 33. What the fucking difference is, I don't know. Because that is a long side A.
Those days are past now.
Past now.
In the past they must remain, but we can still rise now and be the nation again. That's
Right, Emma, we are
again.
Let's see, I'm being particularly. It's a great record so far.
And send him homeward, hating again. And send him homeward, hating
Good sustain on that note there though, Peter. Gasping at the end of it, thank you. Pushing that beautiful hair to the side. I could grow that, to be honest. Might do it. Might do the Morrison. So that's side, oh fuck, Morrison's jumped down. Right, that's side A done. Googling him. I need to know more. Peter Morrison, Scottish singer? Right, let's learn. Peter Morrison, he's still alive. Peter Morrison, 1940. was one of Scotland's most popular singers and entertainers, known as the Singing Lawyer, due to the fact that he combined his early singing career with his job as a lawyer. Nothing I've said here is in any way libelous. Peter, it's a parody. I don't know. Oh, fuck, he's on Spotify, so this will probably get taken down off YouTube anyway, so thanks for being here. Is this the same? There's a lot of Peter Morrisons. It's hard to know. No, there's some beautiful other photos of him here. And there's another Peter Morrison who's a pipe and whistle player. I don't think it's the same one. Oh, fuck, that's a bright screen. He was born in Greenock in 1940 into a musical family and had a lot of musical encouragement at home. They shouldn't have bothered. His parents sang in the church choir. I'm only kidding, Peter. His parents sang in the church choir, and his father's 6 brothers were all singers, most notable of which was his uncle Archie, who went to Milan to sing. Wow. Educated at Greenock Academy, and then he later sang with a skiffle group. I'd love to hear the Morrison's skiffle combo. He spent 6 years at Glasgow Uni. That explains the accent. For the first 4 years, he studied for a Masters of Arts degree, graduating in 1961. Another 2 years studying for his LLB, which qualified him for legal profession. Just going to scroll down. No controversies. The guy's clean. Yes! And you're right, yeah, a portrait of Peter Morrison was drawn by Emilio Coya in the mid-1970s and is stored at the... I want to see it! How do we see this? The portrait of Peter... I need to figure out how to share my screen here, shouldn't I? Portrait of Peter Morrison. Singer. Shows it! Oh, well, I can't see it. But he's still gone, the lad. The last thing here in the kind of weird Scottish Wikipedia was from 1984 when he appeared on the Channel 4 series Top Seas and Tiaras. Okay. Yeah. So Peter's still going. Scotland's new singing star, Peter Morrison, who is a young Glasgow lawyer, introduces a programme of this kind of music, blah, 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 blah. His guests were Anita Harris, Chick Murray, Roy Hanlon, Bernard Sumner. No. Is that not the guy from New Order and Joy Division? Yeah, so it's not him. It can't be him in 1974. What's he doing on Peter Morrison's show? That's fucked up. Learning so much. Right, this is great. Great intel there. Thanks very much. Right, so let's get to side B before we run out of time. How the fuck did I do this? Stop. Right, so what we're saying here, Pete's still going, so side A, yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't think it was the Bernard Sumner. It did say Bernard Sumner, so either that's been... I'm sure there's another Bernard Sumner, but Joy Division weren't going about in 74. There'd be no reason for Bernard Sumner to be on that. Showing my ignorance. Right, so we're on to side B now. Let's do it. Let's speed this up a little bit. There's a coacher coming. So this one is, I'm guessing this is up tempo. Come on, Peter, don't let us down. Oh. You got to play? I need to figure out how to work my record player before I start doing something like this. Trumpets.
There's a coach coming in. If you listen, you can hear it a clip-clopping over the hill. And the sound that you hear is as good to your ear as the call of a wild whippoorwill. There's a coach coming in. You can feel it getting near all at once, and it bursts into
It's kind of like the Venga bus, the same kind of tail as the Venga bus coming.
From the sky, like a coach full of dreams come true.
Coach for the dreams falling from the skies. An abomination. It's like a nightmare.
Lips that are it's coming with arms that are pillows. And this evening it all will be mine. There's a coach coming in, now it's riding in the clear, and the sound of it comes to a din. Now there ain't far to go, now they're hollering low. There's a coach coming in, there's a coach coming, and it's in. Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. How will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way.
Peter Wagon writes this in
I got a song. Paint your wagon, come along. Where am I going?
Every musical I've
Where am
watched
I
sounds like
headed?
this to
I
me.
ain't certain. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say. God, who gives a damn? We're on our way.
You're absolutely right. This is. I've been playing American music to people. They love it. Even the Scots who hate America.
There ain't a clip clopping over the hill, and the sound that you hear is as good to your ear as the call of a wild whippoorwill. There's a coach coming in, now it's riding in the clear, and the sound of it goes to the din. Now there ain't far to go, now they're hollering low. There's a coach coming in, and the coach coming came today.
Thanks, you know me. On yourself, though, Peter. Very jaunty. Yeah, let's slow it down, shall we? The glee in my face when it skips. No, we're in this together, top boy. Nobody leaves. I've locked YouTube. May Cunt is getting out of here until Morrison finishes. Might skip it though. Yeah, I might have to rethink the format of should we listen to the whole record. But then you might, this is the point, right? You might miss something that just blows your ass off. Like that chorus? You'd have never heard that, Martin.
Every road that takes him down. While life goes all around.
I mean, I'm sure you could live without it, but it's a bit of cartoon, isn't it? Spider Solitaire. Just imagine how the cards do.
And still the King of Hearts is well concealed. Another
Hold on.
game comes to many
Is this a song I've just never heard? In the interest of time,
goes up in
so the track, skip it to the next one.
Let's dance in the old-fashioned way.
Let's dance in the old-fashioned.
Dance in the old-fashioned way.
Where's the old-fashioned?
Stay in my
It's not that twerk somebody was talking about.
Just melt against my skin and let me feel your heart. Don't let the music win by dancing far apart. Let's dance.
Interesting that you say that to a boy. Coming up soon. there is track 5, The Seasons. Spring, spring, spring. Spring, only spring. Spring, spring, spring. Summer sounds, autumn leaves, winter wonderland. I, for one, am looking forward to this.
In the old-fashioned way, won't you stay in my arms? And we'll discover highs we never knew before.
Yeah, that's good.
Then where am I to
So what's this? Tell us, is this a cover that we don't know? Or I don't know. This is the thing, I mean, you might know these things. I'm very ignorant when it comes to music. I'm not dismissive, just ignorant. I think I'm happy to hear everything once. This song is called If.
Oh, the barnyard is busy in the regular tizzy, and the orgy
This is the one that's about seasons.
Nature's lyrical with her yearly miracle. Spring, spring, spring. All the hen folk are hatching while the men folk are scratching to ensure the survival of each brand new arrival. Each nest is twittering, they're all babysittering. Spring, spring, spring. Listen to the music of the carousel, the tingle-ling-a-lingle of the ice cream bell, the splishing and the splashing of the moonlight swim, the roaring of the waves at your surfing. June, July, and August is the symphony.
That's an operatic vibrato. It's a unique voice. I thought it said Porky's scratching as well. Did people know this one?
Here comes summer sounds I love.
Yeah, so Jim says, we had 7 Brides on VHS at my nan's and I've seen it a million times. Go, sing it! Sing it, Jim!
The falling leaves.
Summer sounds doesn't sound very summery. It's autumn leaves, so would you just skip the summer sounds? As he predicted global warming, this is what we're talking about. We don't have seasons in the same order anymore. Peter knew this. It's
sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and now I hear the song, and I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall.
This is good.
Sleigh bells ring.
Hey.
Are you listening in the lane?
It's wrong to be listening to this in a t-shirt.
A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to
I read this one.
stay.
just did this on his own.
He sings a love song as we go along.
Do you think he's got a Christmas
Walking
album?
in the winter
Let's Google it.
wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made. Walking
I don't
in
think he's
the
got some
winter
specific
wonderland. To face unafraid the plans that we made. Walking in the winter wonderland.
Get out of here! That was good, man. And we're on to the last track. Let's do it. Let's just get it done. That lucky old bastard. That lucky old son. This has been an emotional journey through this Peter Morrison. I will never forget this. Sometimes that can be traumatic.
Up in the morning, out on the job, work like the devil for my pay.
Fucking isn't he?
Like yours,
He's Scottish.
has nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Fuss with my woman, toil for my kids, sweat till I'm wrinkled and gray, while that lucky old son has nothing to do but roll around heaven all
You better pick up.
day.
You had it. You nailed it.
Lord above, don't you know I'm fighting tears all in my
Grab the beat, you
eyes.
fucking idiot.
Send down that cloud with a silver lining. Lift me to paradise. Show me that river.
Show me that river.
Take me across, wash all my troubles away. Like that lucky old sun, give me nothing to do.
Oh, it's backing vocals.
But roll around heaven all day. You Lord above, don't you know I'm finding tears all in my
That would be
eyes?
great because he did
Send
that.
on that cloud with a
Hope he's
silver
there.
lining. Lift me
He's-
to
Singing the song, singing the songs. He'll be singing.
Take me across, wash all my troubles away.
I've preferred it maybe because I've skipped it, but there were some
Like
bangers in this one.
that lucky old sun, give me nothing to do but roll around
Yes!
heaven all
Go, Peter! Yes! Fucking nailed it! Yes! Peter Morrison. Songs are for fucking singing. And I'll tell you something, he sang them like fuck. Thanks very much for joining me on my first ever and probably last ever Unknown Treasures, where we listen to Songs Are for Singing by Peter Morrison. We learned he was friends with Bernard Sumner. He's still alive and he may take legal action. So let's just hope and pray I can do this again one day, maybe. I'll let you know. But thanks a lot for joining me and having a wee laugh. I thought it was good. It was a good record. Side B definitely better. And yeah, thanks again. Thanks for staying 6 minutes over. I'll give you some time back, even though I've stole 6 minutes of it. Thanks very much. See ya.
Join us again soon for
Unknown Treasures.
And remember, it's a feast of fun.